Dennis Simpson here today from the beautiful shores of Lake Desoto. Hey, I'm your host, Dennis Simpson for Hot Springs Village Venues, and it is a pleasure to be back with you today on a somewhat blustery day. It's kind of a windy day outside. And the question that comes to mind, can I buy a lot in Hot Springs Village for $500? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it's not so simple. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be right back.
Hot Springs Village Venues is brought to you by KVRE at 92.9 and streaming worldwide on iHeartRadio. KVRE is your family-owned local hometown radio station, so be sure and tune in for live local programming, news, sports, and information every day at 92.9. Beehive Hangout. Hot Springs Village Beehive Hangout has been an institution since the day it opened, serving great fresh food, wonderful music, games, trivia, and a cold glass of something to drink anytime. Come by and experience the relaxed atmosphere and great food at the Beehive Hangout today at 220 Minorca in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, or call 501-777-8176. You can also set up reservations at beehivehsv.com to reserve your table. HSV Radio. HSV Radio is heard every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or streaming on any of the major platforms. Hot Springs Village Radio is an eclectic mix of music, motivation, great music history, and Saturday morning fun. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., 92.9. And brought to you by the Hot Springs Village Voice, Hot Springs Village only newspaper, also serving all of Saline and Garland County. Your local newspaper for local events. No one else has more local news than the Hot Springs Village Voice about the Hot Springs Village area. Sign up today at hsvvoice.com or call 501-623-6397. Again, that's 501-623-6397. Located at 3576 North Highway 7 in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, just in front of Walmart. Brought to you by Gotta Go Vacations. www.gottagovacations.com. Troy Woods and Patrick Cunningham at 501-204-4805 can help you with any of your travel needs. Patrick and Troy have been airline stewards for decades, and their experience and their travel can serve you well. GottaGoVacations.com, again, that's GottaGoVacations.com, can help you book the perfect tour for you, whether it's a riverboat cruise up the Mississippi or the Rhine. These guys are who you need to call. 501-204-4805. Troy or Patrick, 501-204-4805. GottaGoVacations.com. D&D Village Properties. Hot Springs Village only short-term rental with over 2,100 five-star reviews. All properties are lakefront. They include complimentary kayaks, hot tub, pet-friendly, and a stunning view of the lake. Visit DD Village Prop today for your vacation getaway.
Short answer, yes, you can. You could find a lot for $500. You could buy a lot for $500. You could buy it from a buddy. Go to the golf course. They got them. They got people standing around just saying, hey, I'll sell you my half of my lot. I'll sell you the whole lot. I've got a lot I don't play golf on anymore, which That's entirely possible. And you say, how can that be, Dennis? You see, Dennis and Buddy owned that lot. Okay. And Buddy doesn't play golf anymore. So Buddy sold his rights to Fred. And Fred plays a good bit. And then Dennis began to sell his unit, his half to Mark. Okay. So just within a few months, all of a sudden, if Dennis has an ex-wife, she has a claim on that property. If Buddy has an ex-wife, he has a claim on that property. Nobody, if we do anything other than just sign off a quit claim, then that's just that. It's a quit claim. And that title could be what we call clouded. Now, I didn't say you couldn't buy a lot for $500. I just said you could. Can you build on it tomorrow morning and get title insurance? Probably not. But can you do that? Yes, you can do that too. But does it just cost $500? Let's go back to that part again. So in the last couple of years, the POA has made some changes so that if you buy a home in the village, it is a $2,000 buy-in fee. Yeah, as of 2025. If you buy a lot, a vacant lot, it's $300. You say, well, Dennis, how do they tell the difference between a vacant lot and a home? Well, number one, a vacant lot doesn't have a water meter. That's the big one. That's the big one. If your unit has a water meter on it, even if you have a pond or a swimming pool, then you have to pay $113 a month. If you don't have a water meter on it, it's $50.56 a month. So let's start adding this up. So it's $500 plus a $300 buy-in fee plus a $150 deed transfer fee. Some of these are being contested in court, but here we go. But for now, it's going to cost you $950 to get a $500 lot. Well, somebody's going to give you a lot. I've heard that happen. It's not that uncommon. Somebody just says, oh, I don't want to pay the $50 dues anymore. It's all yours, blah, 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 blah. That's a possibility too. Just bear in mind, that's not the only expense. And let's go back to this real quick. So what you're going to have is that you will have a $500 lot, a $300 buy-in, a $150 deed transfer fee, and then $50.52 per month for the year, which is $605 or something like that, I believe, some number about like that. But then you have permission to play golf, and you play at member rates, which are significantly better than non-member rates. But wait, it gets even better. You have permission, or your spouse or another co-owner or somebody else on that title, they get to play. So there can be two golf accounts tied to that one lot. Pretty beneficial, right? You say, well, Dennis, maybe I don't want to buy. Well, I mean, and how many lots are there in the village? 34,283 lots in Hot Springs Village, 284 subdivisions, about 520 miles of roads. It's a big place, and there's a lot of lots. You say, well, I want one of those unbuildable lots. No such thing. Oh, Dennis, you can't build on. Yes, you can. I've done this for 25 years, and I can tell you right now, I've seen lots that look like a goat's ramp. I mean, they're unbelievable, but most times they have a stunning view. So can you build on them? Absolutely. Is it expensive? Yes. What do you get? You get a great view. So bear that in mind. I know several houses just up the way here on Ponferrada that you walk in on the first floor and go down three more underneath it. And there's even some that have a level on top of that. So there are 5-story houses built on some of these steep lots. They do it in Gatlinburg all the time. They do it in Tennessee every day. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Just like here. That said, Mr. Cooper, John A. Cooper I, was an attorney in West Memphis, Arkansas. And Mr. Cooper made note that he was a pretty good attorney, but not a great attorney. And he wasn't going to get rich doing that. So he went into land sales and he became a land attorney. And by that, he knew that if he built a property out here that was not buildable and he sold it as buildable, that the feds would come after him. Tons of people would come after him. So every property in the village, every plotted and platted property in the village, which is filed at the county, by the way, is buildable. It has a buildable home site on it. Did I say it was perfectly flat? No, but it is buildable. You say, okay, Dennis, so I can get a $500 lot. I can pay a $300 transfer fee. I can pay a $150 $300 buy-in fee, $150 transfer fee, and start paying my dues, and then me and somebody else can play golf on that. Are there any other options? I'm glad you asked. You can go to hsvmemberships.com. Again, that's hsvmemberships.com. This is a site where you can go and rent a lot for a year. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think they only do it for 1 year at a time. You can't just rent it for a couple of months. Who wouldn't just want to rent it for the summer and play golf for the summer? But it's $374 per person per year, but that includes all your dues. There's no buy-in fee. There's no deed transfer fee. You don't get to play two people, but it's roughly half the cost. I encourage you to review it. HSV memberships, that's one way to do it. Lots of fine people out there that do that. The POA many times offers an option like that, but you want to consider that $500 lot may not be as cheap as it sounds. Dennis Simpson for Hot Springs Village Venues. Hope we can see you out here soon, maybe on the golf course.